what would be your top two books for us to read about climate and climate space?
Yeah, well, of course, Bill's book would be would be number one on our list. How to avoid a climate disaster, and of course, he's written one on how to avoid the next pandemic as well. But certainly, the climate book is important, and not just because he wrote it, because it largely informs how our organization is structured. And again, as we seek to be a partner and or a model for different entities that can either work with us directly or build on some of our learnings, some of our mistakes, to help support what it is that they're trying to stand up or trying to execute. And what I mean specifically is the way the book has informed how our organization is organized is working across the 5 grand challenges, thinking through the technologies that are required, the superpowers that different entities bring to bear on that challenge, informs the type of technologies that we invest in. It informs how our organization is structured to work with the leaders in each one of those verticals. It also informs how we think about what is in scope. What should we engage with? What is something that our platform truly has the ability to help and support versus others that may be very important, but we're not structured in a way to be the right counterparty to help accelerate its pathway to market. So for us, the book does very much inform how we think, how we operate. And again, our entire organization is aligned around this concept of green premium reduction. I think that's one of the really unique elements that ties everything that we do together. It is a bit of a North Star, and I think the book also lays out why that's so important in these technologies. The second one, and Bill often refers to this in different talks, is How the World Really Works by Václav Smil. Whereas Bill's book is very optimistic, Václav Smil's book is optimistic, but very realistic about the enormity of the challenges that we face. And, I can recall reading it and your eyes just open wide in just the way it frames of just how big some of these challenges are, how ingrained some of these technologies are in our society. But it does also offer, some elements of hope, because it does help us think through and stress test how we're organized. Are we really working on the right challenges? Are we working with the right partners to drive innovation into the areas where it's needed? So, that's certainly one where the way it describes each of these challenges through a historic lens, through a current lens, I think does continue to provide a tremendous amount of perspective on the challenges we face and the solutions that are required.
Fantastic books. I actually just finished it, How the World Really Works. I have it right now here, I'm not lying. They are fantastic books if you want to learn more. And the thing that you mentioned about the dimension of the challenge, this is really true, because sometimes we tend to simplify things and think about simple solutions. But the reality is that this is very interconnected with our lives and with the world in which we live. So these books help us think about the solutions in a more structural way.
Brazil Climate Podcast é uma produção da Rádio Mínima.